Hello, Poppy. Welcome to Abbey Mount. I'm Mrs. Kingsley, your headmistress.
Look, I understand you're just...
Lesson number 1, Poppy. To me, negotiation is like a nightclub. Not something I tend to enter into. Now, come along.
Hello. Hi. Wow. She knew. Wow.
Poppy, this is Kate. She'll be your big sister at Abbey Mount. You'll soon settle in.
Hi, how'd you do? I already have a sister.
Just a school lingo. I'll be a friend, a helping hand, that's all.
Okay, but, I choose my friends, and FYI, you don't make the cut.
I'm sure that comment would sting a lot more if I knew what FYI meant. But for the moment, let's just pretend it's had the desired effect, shall we? Saddle up, girls. We've got ourselves a Bronco.
Mrs. Kingsley, a gift. One for you and one for Freddie.
Oh, thank you.
I shot them myself.
Oh, I don't doubt that you did. Well, perhaps you'd like to keep a hold of them while I welcome back the first years. Nice thought, though.
Salve. Who Ella novella. Harriet. Head girl. You shake the hand of the head girl. Out of respect.
When the head girl has earned my respect, then I'll shake her hand, biatch.
I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Oh, stunningly heroideous ego desperately seeks a good bashing. Can we oblige? I think so.
We think so, too.
I didn't start it. It wasn't my fault.
Go out and close the door.
But you asked to see me.
Yes, well, you have to knock before you enter.
I can't believe this is all for his face's fault.
Who is it?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, dear. We were led to believe you had a beard and sandals. Now we'll have to change that stained glass window in the school chapel.
Look, I didn't start it. It wasn't my fault. And if this were America, I would sue. That girl is a grade 1 a-hole with severe attitudinal problem.
I know perfectly well what happened, Poppy.
Then why isn't Harriet here, too?
Because, unsurprisingly, it's you I want to talk to. Look, I know it's very difficult being the only new girl in your year.
You mean the only normal girl?
What do you like to read, Poppy?
Okay, magazine, People, Us Weekly.
Well, might you be able to tackle such a thing as a book?
I prefer movies.
Well, my personal library seems to be missing the book version of Freaky Friday. So perhaps you might try this.
Oh, my uncle's producing the film version.
Alice in Wonderland was originally a book. You might surprise yourself and actually enjoy it.
This is my punishment? This school is so weird.
What do you want to get out of this school, Poppy?
To get out of this school?
You know, this school has produced absolutely nobody of note. Our leading light was the girl who was Princess Diana's foot doctor. So if your aim is to make the pages of Us Weekly, then this isn't the place for you. What we do produce are smart, independent, free-thinking, good-hearted girls who remain friends for life. The kind of girl that behind all your wisecracks I know you are. Run along now, I must get on. My in tray is piling up.
For the 10th time, you need to make your bed. Jesus, what's so bloody hard? Pick up, put down. It's not rocket science. Sit down, I'll do that. Thanks. You're freezing. You need a jumper.
Whatever that is, I don't think I have one. I don't think I have anything thicker than prosciutto. Thanks. I didn't really come prepared. Didn't figure I'd be here this long.
Nothing worse than the only message you get all day being from the phone company.
But Matron took all the phones.
No, she took all your phones. She took our decoys. She has no idea that none of them work. We keep our real phones hidden. Here. Call your parents, call your therapist, knock yourself out.
But why would you do this for me? And you think I'm a total asshole.
No, you behave like an asshole. There's a difference. Look, I know that I'm not some Malibu therapist, but I can guess that you're feeling scared and a little bit homesick. Which, in my experience, doesn't actually make you a bad person. Just a normal one. Sweet photo. Is it your mum? Is she gonna come out and visit?
She died in a car accident when I was 11.
Oh. Poppy, I'm so sorry.
I know you're not some Malibu therapist, but,
Listen. Are you serious about getting out of here?
Yeah.
Then you're gonna have to get yourself expelled.
Okay.
Anybody disporting themselves in an improper manner will be proposed for expulsion before the honor court.
Wait, honor court?
It's like a trial in front of the whole school by your peers, your teachers, the head girl, and Mrs. Kingsley. But I'm telling you, it hardly ever happens. If you really want to get expelled, you can't just rock the boat. You have to drive it up onto the rocks, set fire to the galley, and dance on the burning deck. You have to take it all the way. Aye, aye, Captain. Make your calls. Oh, tip for best reception? On top of the cupboard.
What I've discovered. It is with great regret and sadness that we call the honor court session.
The emails were sent.
It will henceforth be our job to objectively and dispassionately ascertain what happened that fateful night that will henceforth long blight the memory of this proud institution. To understand the dark forces that drove a seemingly...
Harriet, may I remind you that the honor court is no place for your personal grandstanding, and that Poppy has a right to speak in her own defense before the court as a whole passes judgment.
Thank you, Mrs. Kingsley. I won't insult everybody by trying to defend myself or my actions. So, I think it's safe to say that I've really messed up, and I apologize profusely. But I'm also so grateful to you all. I tried really hard to get out of this school, and only now do I realize just how much I want to stay. I've learned so much being here, being with all of you, and in some ways being with my mom, who I found out was actually a student here. I've had a hole in my heart for 5 years, and somehow being here, it slowly started to heal. I know I may have looked like a California girl, but in my heart, I've discovered that I really am an Abbey Mount girl.
Objection! Sustained. The court will heretofore disregard the previous statement, and perhaps heretofore we can begin the real business. Can you tell us, in your own words, where were you on the aforementioned evening of...
Honestly, Harriet, who else's words do you expect her to use? Just leave this to me.
Right. Sustained.
Poppy, were you in the cook's sitting room on the night of the fire?
Yes, I was.
Were you there with permission?
No, I was not.
Quiet, please. Silence in court.
Did you intend on starting a fire?
Not really.
Objection! Does the defendant mean yes or no?
Harriet?
It means no, I had no intention of actually doing it.
Was anyone else with you?
Not as far as I know.
I was.
I was. I was. I was. I was. I was. I was. I was. I was. I was. I was. I was. I was. Objection! I was. Stop! Order! I was. Stop it! I was. It's ridiculous! What are you all doing? You're lying. They're lying, Mrs. Kingsley.
Harriet, you're going down, Beat.
This is a conspiracy. You can't expel the whole year, and they know that.
Be quiet, Harriet. Sit down, everyone.
It's a black and white case. She has to be expelled. The girl set fire to the school, endangering all our precious lives. She walked in there, lighter at the ready, and tried to burn the place down.
Lighter?
Not now, Jane. Have respect for court protocol.
What lighter, Harriet?
Jesus, Charlotte, how daft can you possibly be? That ridiculous I Heart LA lighter of hers. She left it behind, for God's sakes.
Except, how do you know that, Harriet? No one's mentioned a lighter before.
What? Yes, they have. Objection.
Actually, Harriet, they haven't.
I have to second Jane's question, Harriet. How did you know about that lighter?
Well, I
Freddie found the lighter before anyone saw it. How could you possibly know unless you were there?
This is absurd. I refuse to sit here and listen to these
I had put it out. And I heard footsteps. It must have been you. Oh my God, you restarted the fire, didn't you?
Harriet, is this true?
Of course not. It all makes sense now. I knew it. I think I'm innocent.
We think so too. You're not! You awful bitch! You've turned this school upside down. You've ruined everything. You started it. I only finished what you started!
Harriet, my office now.